This moment is exactly as it was in my previous life. The doors blow open. Heat rolls across the hall. Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court arrives in his full power, but Mira is in his arms, my husband's arms, around my sister. In my previous life, on the day of the Bloom Rite, my sister chose someone else. She left the Boar Knight, the one nobody wanted for me.
It was fate, a frostborn for a beast.
Instead, I saved Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court by accident. He took me as his queen. After the bonding, I bore 5 heirs for the Phoenix bloodline, a clan that had gone generations without children. I became a legend across the Everlight realm. My sister, bonded to her chosen lord, was cast out for barrenness. I came home with my youngest. My sister poisoned my bowl, me and my child both. When I woke, it was the day of the rite again.
Everyone present is a worthy son of their bloodline. Choose freely.
The hall filled with glances, with offered flowers, with quiet negotiations between bodies and bloodlines. I didn't want any of it. In my last life, childbirth had nearly killed me. I wasn't doing it again. I'd painted myself plain. Rough skin, dull eyes, nothing worth a second look. A few men caught my silhouette and turned away when they saw my face. One by one, even the Boar Knights found partners. I stood alone. Then the doors blew open. The air outside turned the color of a wound. Heat rolled across the hall. Creatures called from everywhere at once. He arrived in a surge of flame-touched power. Prince Solian of the Phoenix Court, in his full power, in surface form, and he had his arm around my sister's waist.
Mira saved my life. From this day forward, she is my true mate.
Half the Frostfae Covenant elders were taken aback. A Phoenix Court lord choosing one of ours. Choosing her as first and only. It hadn't happened in living memory. Mira looked at me over his shoulder, satisfied, certain. I knew then, she'd been reborn too. In my first life, Mira had caught wind of something about the Phoenix Court. Their bloodline could produce pure divine heirs, given the right conditions. She decided that was her destiny, so she sent me away beforehand, choosing her partner before I even arrived. But by some twist of fate, I wandered into the deep passage beyond the hall. There was a Phoenix Court shifter in the passage. Down on one knee, barely holding his form, his body was running at full flame-touched power. The frost around him had already started burning. Another few minutes and he'd have taken the whole grove. I didn't think about it. I just moved, poured everything I had into frost-born current until it stopped fighting back, then sealed his wounds. He lived. I walked away. He pressed a frost-scale crystal into my palm, a token. By the time I reached the hall, only the Boar Knight was left. I refused. Elder Sylvan was furious. They were about to force the bond when Prince Solian arrived and named me his. I went to the Phoenix Court. Mira went elsewhere. I bore 5 Phoenix heirs and became something the Everlight realm talked about. She never conceived. They sent her home. She waited until I visited, poisoned my food, mine and my child's both. I still remember what it felt like. The burning from flame-touched power, from the inside out, her face in the firelight. Now I looked at her, draped against Prince Solian, already victorious. She thought she'd won. She hadn't thought through what it would cost her. Phoenix Court lords are of the flame-touched element. Their mates sleep in flame-touched air, bathe in flame-touched heat, eat flame-touched food. For a bloodline like ours, frost-born by nature, that's not a marriage. It's a slow execution. Last time, I had no choice but to pretend to like it every day. I smiled through the sacred ember aisles, through the scalding baths, through the meals that felt like swallowing coals. By the time I was pregnant, my soul core was already cracked. The children drew what was left. Mira was frostborn too. She just didn't know what she'd agreed to yet. The whole keep celebrated. Every unmated girl in the Order delayed her own bonding to help prepare Mira's. The gift list ran 10 feet long. Elder Sylvan nearly emptied the sanctuary's vaults trying to impress a man who didn't need impressing. I was the only unmated woman left. That made me the obvious choice for handmaid.
Before, you were the elder. I deferred to you.
How does this feel, sister?
I said nothing.
That look? You'll get used to it. Elder Sylvan has already agreed. You belong to me now. I'll hit you when I want, praise you when I want. You have no say. Start learning.
A courier arrived from Prince Solian. A phoenix mantle, light as air, heat-resistant, enchanted for speed. Mira touched it with both hands. I knew that mantle. For flame-touched bloodlines, it was a treasure. For frostborn bloodlines, it was a punishment. I'd worn it every day of my first marriage. It had carved away at my soul core for years. Mira would find that out, eventually. Then a girl came running fast.
Flame touch damage on the sacred grove.
What an awful omen. Today of all days.
I didn't wait. I ran. The sacred grove was burning hard when I arrived. Black smoke screaming from inside the tree line. The Covenant elders stood at the edge and wouldn't move.
That flame-touched power belongs to a Phoenix Court Lord. We interfere. We offend him. Your sister's bonding is today. Don't make trouble. They're only low-rank familiarities.
I looked at him for a long moment. Then I went in. The smoke blinded me fast. The heat scorched my skin. But I was frostborn. Wherever I moved, cold spread behind me. It slowed the flames enough to matter. I remembered what Marin taught me. Clear a line. Deny the fire somewhere to go. I shifted to full form and called out. Stag, hawk, wolf, tortoise. They came. They carried frost-hardened vessels. A bear used its body as a shield. Hedgehogs and badgers worked the fire breaks. We were losing. Then we weren't. Then the grove shook. The earth split open. Lord Caelith of the Void came out of it. Black, ancient, large enough to block the light from above. He opened his mouth and cold poured out. The flames died. His voice didn't come from one direction. It came from everywhere.
This grove is mine. Who damaged it?
The Covenant elders said nothing. 1,000 years in this valley, and nobody had thought to check whether something older already lived here. Then Mira pointed at me.
Look at her! Ash everywhere. Burned skin. It had to be her.
Every eye turned. I was standing there with my hands at my sides, charred, bleeding in 2 places. The same hands that had just spent an hour fighting the flames. I was certain someone would say it. Any of them. They'd all seen me go in. Elder Sylvan looked at me for a long time. Then he bowed.
Lord Caelith of the Void, our wayward daughter did this. She is yours to punish. We offer her freely.
I stood still. Not one of them spoke for me.